hope I caught your fucking attention with that one, because this is what I'm gonna talk about today's video. So hello guys, welcome you all in this channel. If you watching me since a while, you know who I am. I'm code.w. I'm in the music industry since like 4 or 5 years now, which is pretty long if you think about it. I'm doing this since I was like 15 years old. Now I'm 20. In today's video, I want to talk about how I feel after being in this like whole industry, especially the subgenre that I'm in. I'm making dark trap, trap metal, scream rap, however you wanna call it, since like a while now. And I always wanted to do it. Since the start, I wanted to do some hard stuff. And after a while, I found something that is like sticking with me, and not just that, but I can do it however I want to, without any hesitation about how I want to do it. And I thought that this is like the perfect subgenre for me. And because it's been a while that I'm in this whole like industry, I'm not saying that I'm in it with like, you know, people know me and shit. I'm just saying that I'm the part of it, and I'm the part of making and creating the whole shit and making a legacy for it, if you know what I'm saying. So if dark trap and trap metal is gonna be dead in the future, and people are gonna listen to some dark trap and trap metal music, they're gonna listen to me also, if they are gonna find me, you know what I'm saying, if they're gonna find out I was part of it. And since I'm doing this code.w type of shit, since I'm in my new alias, I wanted to like put it into another level. And not just that, I wanted to mix the abilities of dark trap and the abilities of modern like rage, hip hop and rap and everything together, because my inspiration are coming from many subgenres together. I have inspiration from EDM artists, EDM music, EDM genres like dubstep, rhythm, techno. And if we're talking about rap, I have many inspiration from artists that are in the boom bap scene, that are in the rage scene, in the trap metal scene of course, in the dark trap scene of course. And I had so many like inspirational figures in my life that I was like, back in the days when I was doing my other stuff, what is called Leviathan, it's still in every platform. It was just a piece of shit, that's why I stopped it and wanted to evolve myself. But back then I was like more like a copy of what I listened to. My main inspiration for my voice back then was an artist called DeAndre. DeAndre is a UK based rapper who was doing dark trap. He was like one of the biggest dark trap guys back in the days with the shadow vocals, and he was really inspirational. He was doing really inspirational music, and I don't know why, but the vibe of it were catching me, and that's really unfortunate that he's not doing that right now. He's doing more experimental stuff like gothic type of shit with his old aesthetic. He was like one of the main inspirations for my voice, for my beat selection. The main inspiration was a mix of scarlxrd's catalog and what I listened to, and another artist called code.w. He's a dubstep and dubstep artist, and I wanted to make the same ambience as him, but I also wanted it to be as strong as scarlxrd's music, vocal wise and production wise and hype wise, if you know what I'm saying. Firstly, I was just, you know, fucking around, try to know more about the whole industry and shit. And as I grew into the industry and realized stuff, I realized that how it really works in this industry, how it really like the releasing, the promotions, everything. To be honest, firstly, if you're looking at my TikTok, you can find how I promoted my music, and it's completely bullshit, because I was doing the most expected stuff that you can imagine. Like most of the artists that are in the scene, in the dark trap scene, they're doing something like different than the others, and I was doing the complete opposite. I was doing that what everyone else did back in the days. Yeah, that was an own goal, to be honest. Like I wasn't meant to do that. I just selected what I found like good, but I didn't know shit about it. So because that, I stopped making music as a Leviathan and made this whole persona that I am called code.w. And my main goal to make code.w was that I wanted to make music that, firstly, a music that I like, a music that I want to do and not do it for blowing up. Secondly, for evolving myself, production, vocal, mixing, mastering, everything wise. Because if you just take a look at my old stuff and take a look at this, who I am right now, so this is like the main reason why I started it, and because I wanted to lift the whole genre to another level, because I felt like the whole genre stuck in a place since 4 or 5 years, and if you look at it, it is stuck in like construction wise, but of course it evolved to somewhere right now. If you look at artists like 23 or the whole Haunted House crew, or if you still like listening to, I don't know, Suicide Boys, they are like right now they are the main artists in this subgenre, in the dark trap subgenre. It is evolving somewhere. And the most crazy part about this subgenre is that there is so many people. You just look at the music and be like, oh, okay, it's not that famous, you know what I'm saying? Of course it's famous, but it's not like, you know, worldwide known. I'm not talking about Suicide Boys because they are worldwide known, but the other artists, you know what I'm saying? So if you, I don't know, look at the Haunted House crew, they are not that worldwide known as other like Suicide Boys, Lovell, and the whole G59 crew, but they have a really big fan base. And I'm not talking about just the fan base, but I'm talking about the whole industry, because I'm gonna be fucking honest with you, the amount of people doing music in this whole scream rap, dark trap, trap metal stuff all together, it is as much as people in the rage scene. And I'm completely honest with you, you just don't know those people, and this is so crazy to me. And back to the like normal stuff that I want to talk about, is like being in this whole scene and seeing that how the whole scene just falls apart. It's completely crazy to me, to be honest. I'm gonna do some segments in this video. I'm gonna talk about artists and some other stuff about the artists, and after that I'm gonna have a conclusion. I'm gonna like talk about more other stuff while all of that, but this is gonna be like the main part of the whole video. So firstly, I wanted to talk about scarlxrd, because if you have in your mind trap metal or scream rap, one, if not the first thing that comes into your mind, is scarlxrd. Scarlxrd is like one of the main reasons why trap metal started. He's making this whole music that he's doing since a really long time ago, and I really love his music. In my opinion, he has the most generational catalog of most of the rappers, and also he inspired many nowadays known rappers. I have a theory about this shit. If you look at Cardi's career after Dead Rising by scarlxrd, and look at what scarlxrd has done and look at what Cardi has done, there is so many like things that both of the people did. You know what I'm saying? Like they did the same thing, and I don't say that Cardi copied scarlxrd, but I think he inspired that. And this is just my own theory. I had a TikTok about it and everyone started to argue about that shit. I don't know why. But yeah, this is the first thing that I want to talk about. scarlxrd is a really big artist in the trap metal scene, and he is really appreciated in the trap metal scene. But since like after the release of ATV2, he somehow, I don't even know why, maybe because the world changes, the industry changes, the whole music industry changes, he just disappeared. And not because of himself, but because of people, because what was the normal at that point, what people wanted to listen to at that point. ETV2 is an album where scarlxrd uses his lyrical genius flows. And nowadays, if you listen to rap, it's not about fast rapping, not about flows. It's about, you know, the vibes, to catching it and just vibe to it and moshing to it. Or I'm talking about rap music, of course. And 882 was that. 882, in my opinion, was for the fans mostly because it had so many snippets and other stuff. By the way, all of that, I'm gonna change my lights because it's getting dark outside and I wanna be seen by doing all of this shit. Here I am. So after 882, he kind of disappeared by not a cancel culture, but like a natural cancel culture, if it's a good way to express it. Like, if you think about it, if you listen to an artist and you listen to it for years, even if he's doing something, guys, you're gonna get bored. And this is a really sad thing to see, especially about scarlxrd, because he had like a whole European tour where everyone went crazy and almost all of the places where he performed were sold out and shit. And seeing him now is really like disappointing to me, to see that how successful he could be if the whole industry was not like how it is today. And this is what I just said, how the industry works today. This is the main reason that I'm making this video. So after scarlxrd released 882, he had a big change. He released Made in Hell, he cut his dreads off, and Made in Hell was a pretty good album. I mean, it's, in my opinion, one of his best albums, but it wasn't as successful as other albums in a worldwide way and in the way of pushing this music into more mainstream, you know what I'm saying? But the people who listen to trap metal since like I don't know, 2020 or 2019 or 2018, they listened to it and it had a big growth, financial growth. If I see it right by the views and streams and shit. Since that, scarlxrd is still dropping music. He's still dropping his shit. He's active. He's doing like streams and Kick. He made a YouTube channel where he uploaded like 5 or 6 videos and he stopped it. But that's just push it aside. You know what I'm saying? He dropped more than 40 tracks in a year without any promotion and shit. He just dropped it in EPs, and this is crazy. And the whole EP era were like more inspirational. He wanted to make it more inspirational to the fans to listen to it. He talked about really deep stuff like self-awareness and other stuff, and I really loved it. It had me out so many times in my life. Thank you, scarlxrd, for that shit. And recently he dropped an EP called Penance. But I feel like we all can agree in that scarlxrd should not be in the place where he is. And I'm not talking about that he is not as low as he's supposed to be, but he should be in a higher place, in appreciation and in the whole music scene. And we all can agree that, because scarlxrd inspired a whole fucking generation of trap metal music. As you can see, if you just look at my mask, or if you look at my dreads, or if you look at my style, I'm not wearing a Takura hoodie right now, but if you look at here, I have a Doom Life right here. Wait a minute. Doom Life. He inspired a whole generation of artists with his music in the years. In the conclusion, in the end of the video, I'm gonna talk about it more, but now I'm just separating the artists, talking about where they are right now and where they should be, you know what I'm saying? And while all of that, I'm pointing out into problems in the scene. Now, after scarlxrd, I want to talk about one of my favorite artists of the scene. He's called Lovell. And I'm pretty sure you know Lovell, you just don't know who is Lovell. Just listen to Dark Knight or any type of songs that is like blown up in TikTok. You will blow your mind away. Like, he is Lovell, what the fuck? What kind of music he makes? And you realize that Lovell is one of the most emotional artists of dark trap metal, scream rap and other type of stuff. Lovell was blown up by Dark Knight. He released after that some albums. His whole album cycle is like he drops like every 3 or 4 years, and after that he just tours with that album that he dropped, and after that he drops another album and he's doing the same. But Anytime he drops a new album, he evolves, and you can hear the evolution of Lovell. And all albums have a good concept behind it. I really enjoyed the eras of Lovell album. And he signed to G59. He has some songs with Suicide Boys, and we will have in the new Suicide Boys album. But I feel like Lovell is the same as scarlxrd in the place where he should be and where he is, because I feel like Lovell loves to be in this place. To be honest, he loves to like disappear for like times and not post anything and just live his own life, and it's a really peaceful life if you think about it. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the appreciation of his music and the whole thing that he did to the whole scene in general. So yeah, that's all what I wanted to talk about Lovell. What I want to quote is that if Lovell are gonna drop another album, of course it's gonna be in my rotation, but I feel like he lost his hype because, and I'm saying it again, I'm gonna say it so many times in this video, because the way the industry works now. And by the way, this is the main problem with trap metal and dark trap and scream rap as a whole subgenre at all generally, and it's that the whole subgenre has made a really while ago, like in 2016 or some shit, 2015, almost 13 Bones, they were like the first one to really like be in it and doing this stuff, or even X. Since that, the whole industry just changed into a whole another level of whole, it made a whole another twist, and it's really disappointing, to be honest. And after all of that, I want to talk about another artist that I just mentioned now, and he's Bones. Now, I don't really follow Bones, but I listened to some of his music. I had a time where I listened to his catalog, I listened to his albums, I wanted to know what type of music he makes, and I love to see that Bones is still up for the hype. He is like one of the most appreciated from the whole scene. If you look at the TikTok and you searching for a dark trap metal in the scene artist, you're scrolling through, and the first guy you will see, I know that is gonna be Bones. And I think it's about nostalgia, if you know what I'm saying. He created this whole ambient type beat type of shit in the scene. And I'm gonna be honest, this is a big ups for Bones, because he is a generational artist in my opinion. And same thing that I can say with the other artists, he don't deserve the spot he is in right now. He deserves to be higher, and I will not say the same thing again and again and again and again, but the main reason he is not higher is because of the industry works, and I promise you I won't say it for some minutes after. You know what I'm saying? I will just stop saying it because it gives PTSD vibes, and I don't want that shit. Motherfucker, I'm burning in this fucking ass mask. Yo, so yeah, after Bones, I want to talk about another artist that is still appreciated, but not in the way he should be. And this is a really sad type of example of the whole scene. And now I'm talking about Ghostemane. Ghostemane, I hope you all know Ghostemane. I'm sure you all know Ghostemane is a pretty big artist if you think about that. He is one of the biggest artists in the whole scene. He made Mercury, he made Nihil, he made Blood Ocean, I don't know how is that called, but it was viral on TikTok back in the day. He made Venom and many other stuff. He is like a really huge artist in this genre. And I don't say that it's sad, because it's not. It's actually the complete opposite. It's really a happy thing. But it's sad for the whole industry that Ghostemane married and had a kid, have a child. If I know right, a daughter. And I can completely understand why he stopped making music. He's still doing music, but I ain't released anything since like 2021 or some shit. The reason I'm mentioning Ghostemane as it's a sad example for the whole industry is that because of Ghostemane's disappearance from the whole subgenre, it was a big knife in the back for the dark rap scene. And I don't say that it's a bad thing again. Okay, I'm saying that it was a really bad thing for the subgenre itself, not Ghostemane. And today I'm talking about the subgenre itself. And for the last one. I'm really sorry if I missed out anyone. I'm just telling the guys, the people, the artists who are the most inspirational and the biggest faces of the whole main subgenre. And now I'm gonna talk about the Suicide Boys. We all know Suicide Boys. Suicide Boys is the two guys, Ruby and Scream, who is doing music since more than 10 years. And they are doing it since the start of this whole shit. They were also the starter, beside Bones, beside Ghostemane, beside the other guys that I mentioned. And Suicide Boys is the best outcome of how can you make a whole career from this whole scene, from this whole subgenre. Because Suicide Boys is still doing music just as other artists, but they have a whole fan base behind them. They pegged a whole fan base as big that they can still fill up stadiums to this day with their music, even if they are performing new releases. And the reason for that is that they are doing it since like more than 10 years. And this is it. This is the best outcome of how can you make a career out of the whole trap metal, dark trap scene, the whole subgenre. And I really love to see that, because they are right now in the top of the whole subgenre and they're carrying it in the back. They are right now, they are the definition of the whole subgenre at all. And now I'm gonna do a quick switch up, and I want to talk about an artist who were the reason I thought about this whole thing that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make this whole video, and I'm gonna put my mask up. So we are back, and the reason why I made this video is this guy right here. Let me present you the biggest flop of the whole subgenre, lxrdvirs. In this video, I don't want to talk about lxrdvirs in as an artist. I want to talk about something that was an outcome of lxrdvirs and what he has done to the scene. Before getting into it, I already had problems with this guy. I already had some beef going on. You can of course decide who won the whole beef. I made a track about him. He made a track where he disbacked me, but in my opinion it wasn't as strong as mine. But of course it's about people, not about us deciding it. It's about fans and shit. And I wasn't doing it because of lxrdvirs himself. I'm doing it because the whole fucking effect he made to this whole fucking ass subgenre. Okay, so before going into it, I want to show you a clip from Scarlo himself talking about the thing that I will talk about, and this is what inspired me to do this video the most.
I don't mind people being inspired by me. I think where I draw the line is when people take from me and act like it was theirs. When I look at other people who are inspired by me but don't do something original, that's where I look at that now and I'm like, well, anybody that's copying me isn't next to me or ahead of me or anywhere near me. But because what I did and what I do is so original and so, it's actually hard to copy what I do. You can copy the obvious things, but what I do is very, very hard to emulate. So people that get close or get too close end up burning themselves because I've already done it, and you're not gonna get the same outcome. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna completely copy everything he does and I'm gonna have a wife like that. And it's like, bro, it doesn't work. Like, that's not gonna land you here. It's gonna land you in negative, because what you're doing is unoriginal. That's not to say someone can't be completely inspired by what I've done and take it to like another level. Totally flip what I've done. Totally flip whatever. I'm not saying that's impossible. What I'm saying is it's impossible if it's impossible if you're copying me. If that's impossible, you know what I mean? But if you was to completely just copy everything a person did, expecting the same results, when what they did was original to put them where they were, you're deluded.
Now, after you heard what he said, I'm gonna go back to lxrdvirs. lxrdvirs is an artist who's doing music since, I don't know, 3 years or some shit. And the way he's doing his music is writing the lyrics without any fucking rhyme in it. He's recording it with BandLab. He's not really mixing it. All he's doing is adding a whole fucking ass bunch of distortion to his sound. He's not recording it into the beat. He's just recording it, and I don't know, you can just keep on with the flow, or I don't even fucking know. And another crazy thing is that even if he uploads a lyrics video, you're just like, why does he even say that in this music? Like, you know, he just writing it up in lines, and you hear him screaming, and you're like, is he saying that? And yeah, after he makes this music, he shoots a music video in a fucking banger outfit, because he has a really good outfit selection, in my opinion. He has really good clothes. He also has Doom Life. He also has other stuff like lxrdvirs and other stuff. But it's okay. But in my opinion, that is not a fucking ass music career if you put scarlxrd and try to copy him and do a whole fucking ass career about copying someone, and after that, when they say you are scarlxrd but a minus 10 times version of scarlxrd, you are like, I'm not. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm my own self and I'm gonna make it. Boy, you can fucking make a fucking dinner for yourself at home. What the fuck are you talking about, man? And this is actually fucking crazy how he believes that, with like doing the same thing but without any trying, because he ain't even trying. He just like, he thinks that he's good, you know what I'm saying? Even I think I'm good, but at least I'm trying to do something about it to be good. I learning my mixing shit, I learning my mastering shit, I learning how to promote my music, I learning how to shoot my music videos, and I learned it in school and not by myself. I learned it in school. I paid for school just to learn this stuff. I don't know why my hands are like this, but I don't give a flying fuck about that shit right now. And this motherfucker right here just records something in BandLab without any fucking trying. He just records it without any retake. He's recording it in one line, puts random effects into the song and adds 100 distortion to it, shoots a music video what should be good without those fucking free CapCut effects and shit. After all of that, when the whole fucking community starts being like, okay, just let's keep this guy in 2025, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm gonna fucking make it. Like, nah, you ain't gonna fucking make nothing, man. And the reason for that is that you are not special. You are just like someone from the industry. You ain't doing anything what is like new. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry for crashing out. I'm really sorry for crashing out. I should just push this whole shit away, but I can't, because the whole effect of lxrdvirs is killing the whole fucking ass subgenre. And I'm gonna be fucking honest. Because back in the days when you were listening to artists from this whole subgenre, you were like, okay, this music is great. I don't know if it's okay, it's the same as the other stuff, but it's great, it's great. It's something special about it, you know? But now, after the whole lxrdvirs effect, everyone is like a fucking ass, bitch ass, scarlxrd copy, or a Bones copy, or a uicideboy copy. But most of the times they are scarlxrd copies, you know what I'm saying? If you look at the whole scene, they are all scarlxrd copies and try to do the fucking ass same thing, and not by inspiration, but by copying it. And this is fucking delusional, man. Zero thought put into tracks, zero flow, zero lyrics, zero beat selection, zero creativity, and zero personality in this shit. They are just putting a whole fucking ass persona into themselves that is like, that's not them, you know what I'm saying? And for an example, I brought with myself a song that I'm gonna cut here for me, who is inspired by scarlxrd and other artists, not copied them but inspired by them. I'm gonna show the diss track that I made for lxrdvirs.
كنت أشتك في المافيسا كما فكت تلف بدأ وكل ما فكت بدأ سيبك بهيو شبيت تجد الصوت نبرة قبل تشكو زهر سكر ما فسد سامي فوق يا كتب ماشي وما كسب فوق نفتح تشيز وسيم وهذا بستات. And now I'm gonna show you a guy who copied a whole fucking artist, a whole ass artist, and he made a diss track about me.
course, I can talk about like, you know, analyzing his lyrics, analyzing my lyrics. But what I wanted you to be reflected to is the difference between copying someone and actually just don't care about it, just copying him because, oh, he made it like this, then I can make it like this. And actually someone who is inspired by it, inspired by someone and trying to do something. And with that, I won't say that my music is better than any artist that I talked about. And also I don't talk about that my music is better than Lovell's music. It's all personal, you know what I'm saying? But it's fucking crazy to look at the comment section and they are like, oh, this is crazy, what the fuck, holy shit, I'm vibing to it, I'm using it at the gym. How the flying fuck can you listen to this piece of shit right here? The biggest problem right now in the whole subgenre of dark rap, trap metal, scream rap together combined is this piece of shit right here. And the people who are like him. Because, and I'm talking to all of you that are like this, stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
Please get some
some
fucking
help.
help for yourself. Get out from the fucking PC while you creating this fucking ass scream rap music. Stand the fuck up, stand there for a minute and think about why I ain't making it, why everybody laughing at me around me. And even I know there are people that are gonna be successful and people were laughing at them, but they were not laughing at them because the reason that the people who you are good with laughing at you for doing this shit. Because most of the times people inspired by someone, it's not a good song, of course, it's not as good as that song that they got inspired by. Most of the times when you start in this shit, you know what I'm saying, you start to understand the whole process of making the music, releasing it, promoting it and shit, but it can evolve to be good. But when you copying someone and think that, okay, so scarlxrd released Doom 2. What if I make a song with a Doom 2 free for profit type beat from YouTube and I just type in scarlxrd Doom 2 type beat and I search for the most unwatched one with like 2 views and shit when it's like released 2 years ago, and holy shit, this is a really good beat. I'm gonna scream my fucking ass off adding 100 plus decibels of distortion to it without any fucking knowing of what is BPM, motherfucker. They are just doing the same thing. The whole thing is the same since years. And this video is for every artist who is from this scene and like watching it. Even if you don't know who I am, even if you don't know what type of music I make, if you don't care about me anyways, don't check that shit out. I'm not talking about that. But I have the experience, and the reason why I'm doing this video is to make this whole genre to a higher step, to a higher place where it should be. So I'm talking to you all, please be fucking original. Just try to experiment. This is a key word in this subgenre. Experiment it. Do something that is different, that is completely different than what you ever heard in your life in this whole scene. Because if you're gonna do the same fucking stuff that other people did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't give a flying fuck. You will fucking drown in your own fucking artistical self. I'm completely honest with you. I did this and I recreated myself to not drain myself in this whole shit. So after this whole video and exposing Lovell, nah, I didn't expose him, and I hope he will see this video, and I hope that he realized that I'm not hating on him. I'm not a Lovell hater. The Lovell haters can be found in the scarlxrd subreddit. If you wanna look for real Lovell haters, look at the scarlxrd subreddit, bitch. I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater at all. I'm not saying it because I hate Lovell. If you watching it, Lovell, you know me, and I know you blocked me. That's a completely different story. But if you're watching this shit, if someone sent you this, or if it just pops up in your page. I want you to understand that being original is something that is unskippable if you're doing music and you want to make music for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to make it, you want to blow up, you want to have fans, you want to do shows or anything like that in the future, you want to fill up fucking arenas with your fans singing to your song, stop it. Stop the thing that you're doing. And I'm not saying it because anything like this in you or some shit. I'm saying it because it is bad for you. Yes, you who watching this fucking ass video, because you are not someone. You are just someone else. You're something that someone already made before, and this is not a good thing at all. And I'm telling this to every artist that doing this, what I'm talking about. If you're doing the same thing as lxrdvirs, even if it's not as bad as that music, just stop it. Please, stop it. And the little tip for you all, just listen to what Carlos saying in the Q&A videos. If you type it up in Google, you will find it. It's really inspirational and it helps you a lot about finding yourself. And yeah, conclusion, what can we do about it? I talked about it. Firstly, try to do something that nobody has ever done. Don't copy the people, because people are gonna laugh at you from other subgenres, like what the fuck is this subgenre? This is just the fucking ass, same thing. Secondly, try to experiment with other subgenres. That's what I'm doing, and that would be a really big fresh breath to the whole subgenre if there would be people who would kick it out a little bit. Here a good example, Killdeal. He just released a singing grunge album after like 4 years of making trap metal and scream rap. And yeah, lastly, sorry for like holding it in my hands. It's a really hard thing to do, but be acceptable to every people in the whole industry. Listen to their music, realize why they doing it, what is the art behind it, because at the end of the day, music is art. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm really sorry for rushing the end of this video. I just have some shit to do right now. But yeah, thank you so much if you like check this video out, if you like listen to it, and I hope I could give you some advices and shit about the whole industry and shit. So yeah, have a good day you all, and peace out.